before we go into the details of how to take charge of your health, let's understand first history. In 1891, meron na bang pinanganak sa inyo noon? Wala pa. Wala pa, di ba? Si Sel Herbert, bata-bata pa man siya. In 1891, do you know that there are, hindi magsulat ate, that there are only 7 diseases. 1891, wala pa ako noon, wala pa kayo noon, wala pang mga G's noon. Alam niyo yung mga G's, no? The specialization of doctors. Like, if you are specialty of the heart, what kind of cardiologist? If you are specialty of the lungs, pulmonologist. If you're specialty of the kidney, nephrologist. Specialty of the brain, neurologist. Specialty of cancer, oncologist. Specialty of elongologist. So in 1891, wala pa masyadong sakit noon. There are only 7 diseases. How many? 7. And what are those? Cardiac disorder, pulmonary disorder, kidney disorder, skin disorder, yung mga basic pa. Digestive disorder, urological disorder, so basic pa. In 1891, there are only 12 medicine. Mostly plants, dahon. Wala pang malalaking ospital noon. Wala pa masyadong cancer noon. In the early 1900, sometime in 1907, I think, the incidence of cancer is only 1 in 8,000. So, which means, for every 8,000 people, isa may cancer. Now, anong year na ngayon? 2016. Do you know how many diseases nowadays? Any guess? Okay. Sirit. More than 10,000 legally registered diseases. So there are more than 10,000 legally registered diseases. Imagine mo, dami. See? Dumami ang utak, dumami ang sakit. Dumami ang nag-iisip ng disease, dumami ang disease. Correct? Now, let me enumerate some. Let's start with the common ones. Hypertension, diabetes, di ba? Tapos dun sa hypertension, marami pa yan. Marami pang subdivision yan. Essential hypertension, juvenile hypertension, renal hypertension, essential, ano pa yon, mga drug-induced hypertension, ang dami pa yan. Diabetes mellitus type 1, diabetes mellitus type 2, juvenile diabetes, gestational diabetes. Yung mga hindi naman medyo rare na is idiopathic thrombocytopenic purpura, glomerulosclerosis, Sjogren's syndrome, systemic lupus erythematosus, lichen planus syndrome. No, these are all diagnostic names po na in-upload sa aming utok para malito kami. Do you know how many medicines today? There are more than 561,000. Imagine mo, patented drugs today. What are those example of patented drugs? Neo Block, Calci Block, Terra Block, Halo Block, Losartan, Valsartan, Telmisartan, Ispartan, Nifedipine, Calcidipine, Nimodipine, Amlodipine, Pilipin. Ito namang mga pangalan ng sakit, balikan ko sa mga cancer naman. Ang dami na rin klase ng cancer ngayon. No? Nung una, isa lang ang cancer, period. Ngayon, merong adenocarcinoma, merong teratoma, merong sarcoma, merong trinoma. Sa Quezon City. Mall. Now, do you know the incidence of cancer today? 1 in 4. For every 4 persons, 1 may cancer. Gets? That's the incidence of cancer today. Do you know that hypertension and diabetes is already epidemic today? Do you know that cancer will soon become epidemic today? Now, balikan natin. From 1891 up to 2016, how many years? Sige nga, sino marunong mag-calculator dyan? How many years? 120 years. Tama ba? 125? 125 years. Correct, LB? Murag, ganahan ka manaog manguhag calculator? So, for the last 125 years, question, is the problem smaller when it comes to health problems or is the problem bigger? Very bigger. Much bigger. Which means, in the long-term perspective, we are not solving the problem. We are making it bigger. But, in the short-term perspective, we think, everybody thinks, including the medical industry, including the patients, we think it's working. Why? Halimbawa, patient comes, what is your problem? High blood, doctor, 200 over 100. Okay, I'll give you Halo Block. Tomorrow or 3 hours from now, the problem is solved. Correct? And then tomorrow, you check your BP. Taas na naman, doktor. And then we tell you, i-maintain mo nga lang yan eh. I-maintain mo yan. You maintain your drug so that your disease is maintained. Do you like that? No. See, when you treat the symptom, you push the problem to become bigger. When you treat the root cause, you make the problem disappear. Do you want a problem to disappear? Yes.